This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
We're about to, we might be able to, what do they say? Throw a cat amongst the pigeons here. We've consulted Reddit. And one of the top trending stories in that particular nest of vipers is a very simple statement that says work is having a bring your kids to work day. And then there's no question. There's no question. It's just go forth and discuss it. And you and I said, Jack, we don't think that they're a good idea.
Absolutely not.
I do not care.
Yeah.
I don't see the point of having them here. I've got 3 of my own. So I know how to deal with children. I come to work not to deal with children.
And to be you and see your friends in your community, right?
And work. It's a very different thing. I mean, I just read an article on the weekend about maintaining your mental health. You need a stopper between each role that you have. And when you're a mother, you need a little buffer of time, half an hour, for you to recalibrate and be your next person, worker or whatever.
13 24 10, does your workplace do a bring kids to work day?
Now, I don't think they do that here at Nova.
We've done something, to be fair, because I get if your parent works at Nova, it's pretty cool to be in a radio station or know that your parents work at a radio station. So I know Nova's done something before where they do a bring your family to the office from 4 till 6 or 4 till 7, and they put on drinks and the kids run around and get to see the studios. That I'm okay with because it's after the work day.
If you can't find a babysitter or something, sure, come. But not a whole day.
Dedicated
Do you know how
to that.
many children would be here?
It would be awful. I feel the same about pets.
In what way?
Do not bring your dog to the office. Do not bring your dog to work. You might think it's cute. No one else does.
But what if they just sit under the...
I don't care. How long's a piece of string? Then every Joe, Dick and Harry are going to want to bring their dogs in. And I don't want a Kelpie running under my legs while I'm trying to make my skinny latte at the coffee machine. Thanks.
I think you'd choose. Like, you wouldn't go, if you had a Kelpie, you wouldn't bring them.
But have you met people?
Murphy could come. Yeah, I have. 13 24 10. I mean, we have a guy that we know that we work with here.
Yes.
Who told a story. It didn't happen here at Nova, happened at a different workplace, where it was bring your kid to work day. And one of the kids went and filled up everybody's water bottle with cooking salt.
And put salt water in the water bottle. Like, that's not okay. Does your workplace have a bring your kids to work day?
And how did it go?
Did it go terribly like we would imagine, or was it a lot of fun? There'll be a Priceline pharmacy voucher in it for your story.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
We're about to be very unpopular, Jack, I think. And we are saying that having a whole day where everyone brings their kids to work sounds like fresh hell to me. I actually love it when there's a couple of kids. It's like, ooh, fresh blood.
And I appreciate that because as a parent, if your kid's sick and you're a single parent or dad's working, it's the only option and you've still got to come to work.
Yeah.
That I'm cool with.
And if there's somebody that you love, like, in the sales team or whatever, and you suddenly see their kids, I'm like, and who is this? I just get so excited.
I'm happy to meet Jackie Bristow's son and see the connection between the two.
Who I was thinking about.
Same. That's fine. It's when there's like 80 kids.
100. Can you imagine how many kids would be here? I just couldn't
13
stand
24 10. Does your workplace do a bring your kids to work day?
Christine?
No, I would never do it again. I took my son to work in an office and he actually trashed it.
Okay, tell us everything. Was it an organised day or you just couldn't find anywhere else to put in?
It was an organised day, but there was only a few little kids and they was doing as they were told except mine. He trashed the whole office, was running in and out of my manager's office. I actually left work early.
How old was your kid at the time?
2.5.
What did your other colleagues think, Christine? Was your manager mad?
I had no control.
And Christine...
She sounds defeated still.
I know. Was he always like that or did he just really turn it on because he knew what it meant to you?
He was just bored and he turned it on.
Oh, Christine, how old is he now?
17 and I still tell him about it.
Priceline Pharmacy voucher for you, Christine.
I love it. It's like it happened yesterday
let's
to
go to
Christine, the
Tam.
trauma. Hi, Tam.
Hi.
Hi. So your hubby's work does this.
Yes. They
Okay.
have a day every year where you get to bring the kids in. He works for a big mining company.
And
they
is it
get to do-
organised? Like, is there stuff to
Yeah.
do? Right.
Yeah, it's fully organised.
It's really fun, and my favourite part is the VR.
Oh, my God. There's virtual reality there.
Yeah, they get to look into the mines and things like that, which is really cool.
That is cool.
That kind of sounds cool, yeah.
Oh, hang on a minute. Just before we give this the green light, Tam,
Yeah.
is everybody else at work on that same day?
Yes. So it's a weekday and they have to register their children and bring them in.
All right, okay, we'll allow it. I'm changing my mind. That
Same,
sounds
that's
really
cool.
fun.
Priceline Pharmacy voucher for you, Tam.
Hi, Kelsey.
Hello, Chrissy and Jack. I don't know if I want to talk to you. I feel
no.
attacked.
Why? What have I said? What have I said today?
I've literally got my 2 dogs sitting at my feet right now.
Oh.
What sort of dogs are they? Because Jack earlier said that, kids are not allowed at work and either a dog's yuck.
Joel Creasy will hate you for saying that too
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, I understand, because if they're other people's dogs, I don't want them here either, but mine are okay.
See, this is the thing. It's when it's yours, it's okay. What kind of dogs do you have?
They're rescue dogs, so we don't really know what's in them. One's a
Even
New
scarier.
Zealand Hunterway. No, they're beautiful. They're so well behaved. They're amazing, but I can't even have a wee break. They follow me everywhere.
And how many other people are in your office?
Oh, there's a fair few of us. There's 20 odd, but there is literally at least a dog in the office at least once a week.
And do you think
Oh,
that
I'd
there
hate
is? I reckon there is definitely someone in your office, and you will be. Once you think about it, Kelsey, you'll know who they are. There will be someone that is like Jack that absolutely hates your dog being there, but hasn't said anything.
Oh, 100%. And that's the one that my dog went and pooed in their office today.
Oh, God, no!
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
I think I'm about to go to jail.
Oh, good.
I feel like a law has come in that I'm not going to be able to follow. And I'm talking, of course, of the right to disconnect laws.
Well, they've been in place since what, August 26 now?
Yes, and I've been a nervous wreck
Have
since,
you?
yes, because, my greatest fear is that I'll go to jail. That's my greatest fear. And in my dreams, I go to jail, and the whole time I didn't know that I was doing something wrong. And I feel like this is going to send me to jail.
I thought maybe you'd like jail because it'd kind of be a break for you.
Yes, there is a part of that, but I'd rather hospital.
True. We can go to hospital for the break.
For that, yes. But these disconnect laws are scary to me. If you're not across them, I mean, of course you are, but I'll give you a little explanation. People now need to be able to have their own time away from work, right? It means that your boss, it's against the law for them to text you out of hours, for them to call you out of hours, for them to expect you to respond to them if they send an email at 7 p.m. And I do that all the time. And the reason I do it is because I'm crazy and my brain never stops and I'm never not working, which is the nature of my work.
Yeah, it's hard for us in this industry.
And then also, Your Honour, please, I plead innocent because of lockdowns and work from home and everything's so blurry and shady now. It's like 10 years ago, you went to your office and you worked and you had the same desk and then you went home. Now, you don't even have the same desk. There's bloody hot desks. There's dogs in here. There's kids in here every Tuesday and second Thursday and any day with a unicorn in it. You're allowed to work from home, which I think is wonderful, but it's very confusing for someone like me. I don't know who's working and when.
I know, but you're Chrissy Swan, you're good. No one's going to get mad at you for texting. And also, we text each other at all times of the day. I mean, we're not each other's bosses, so it doesn't really matter. But it's fine, because if you're busy, you just reply to each other the next day.
But it's not just bosses, it's colleagues.
Is it colleagues
You
too?
and I, you could have reported me for the text messages that we were sending on Friday night at like
Look,
midnight.
I am strapped for cash. So
Do you know
I
what
could
I
really
mean?
take you to the
Well,
cleaners.
that's the thing. What's to stop you from doing that?
I mean, the videos of me singing karaoke were illegal in themselves that I sent you, so I think you could also take
well,
me to
yes,
court.
I do have evidence against you if it ever came to that. But do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's tricky, Swanee. And I also, there's an argument here for small and medium-sized businesses who are already doing it tough that maybe need their employees to do something at 5:20 or 5:15, and they're getting responses from their employees saying, nah, I'm off the clock. Like there is...
But they are off the clock.
I
This
know.
is the thing. It's so
But
grey.
that also feels unreasonable. Like, imagine if our boss, Sarah, if she tried to reach out to me at 5:30 and I said, you can't
I
contact me
know.
right now. Get back to me tomorrow. I would never.
I would never.
And also, I've got, like, articles I need to send you and gossip about.
I know. I mean, it is not for us.
13/24/10, if these new laws, the new right to disconnect laws, are affecting you, or if you're a boss that maybe has had employees sass you about texting them
Yes.
out of hours.
Or, like, as soon as you found out about them, did you go, that is going to be Wayne all over?
The Chrissy Swan Show.
We're talking about these right to disconnect laws. There's a new article about them today. They came in 3 weeks ago, these new laws, where you do not have to respond to any messages you get that are work-related when you're at home trying to disconnect. And they came in 3 weeks ago, and I've been a nervous wreck ever since. And there's new information today saying small to medium business owners are really confused about it. There's so much grey area. Everyone needs to be wary.
And there's some hefty fines that can be thrown out
Massive.
if you are a boss that does reach out to your employees.
Massive fines, like $19,000 individually and nearly $100,000 for a company.
Wow, that's scary, man.
Oh my God, I'm terrified.
13/24/10, we're asking if these new disconnect rules and laws have affected you at your workplace.
Hi, Stu.
Hey, how you going?
Good. Are you a tradie?
Yeah, that's the one.
So how is this affecting you? Because you guys start early.
Yeah. 6
And-
a.m. kickoff.
Yeah.
And Stu, you run a team. How is it affecting you and your team?
We do every Tuesday. We do a toolbox talk, and then it's online because I've got guys all over South Queensland, right?
Yeah.
So it's a little hard to try and get to 20 different sites on the day. So it's emailed out the day before. They get back to me by lunchtime the following day. These guys, we then do a monthly where we catch up at the office, do a breakfast, catch up, run through, and this particular one had test and tags. So I had the electrical company turn up, so all the gear was test and tagged. So every quarter, everything's up to date. They all know the rules. I send a message in the afternoon, and they're like, "Oh, you can't contact me outside of hours."
What time? What time was that?
Well, this would be for me. I'm on the road at 4:30 a.m. and I'm home early, but usually I'm on the phone till 6, 7 at night, dealing with clients or other issues that happen.
And see, that's
as a
the
business.
thing. That's the thing. If that's what you've been doing every day and that's what you're still doing, it's really hard to recalibrate and put things off for another 12 hours until everybody's back on board.
Absolutely. A Priceline pharmacy voucher for you, Stu, especially in that industry when they're on the road and then you got to do your admin work in the Arvo.
Yeah, and then the problem arises in the Arvo. You've got to get that information to somebody before they start.
Also,
how does it work?
Toolbox Tuesday. We should implement a segment here called Toolbox Tuesday. I love that.
What sort of tools would we be? Anyway, hello, James.
Hello.
Hi. Now, what is going on here? Are you going to jail with me?
No. Well, I'm just a factory worker, so I'm sort of like the bottom end of the scale. I'm the one that can send people to jail for saying, oh, you contacted me. But the thing is, I work in a factory that runs 24/7 pretty much. We have morning, day, we have like day, afternoon, and night shift. And often people don't come in on a shift, and so they'll need people to stay back or come in early. So often my supervisor will be contacting me like 9 o'clock on a Sunday night saying, are you able to come in early Monday morning because we're short-staffed? Now, if I just go, no, you can't contact me, I'm never going to get overtime again. So I think there needs to be some flexibility to it because it can't just be a complete shut-off because in that industry, they need to be able to contact us because they've got to keep the machines running and stuff, and if they can't ask people to come in...
Exactly. Also, further to that, yes, you want to answer that call because you get more hours, but I worry the other way. If you never answer that call, then your boss will start not calling you, and quite often that can be seen as a show of lack of dedication.
Yeah.
And it's not true. You're allowed to be at home not working at 9 p.m. on a Sunday.
Absolutely.
But people aren't wired like that. If I was calling you 6 times and you never answered, I would just call Tom, and then I'd call Tom first next time.
Yeah, totally. It
You know
changes
what I
how
mean?
you operate.
Yeah.
You also, with stuff like that, like surely, I know not everyone has a boss with common sense. We're very lucky, but like everyone, I hope, is now just having to have these conversations about like, hey, there's these new laws. How does it work for us?
Yeah,
And how
I
does it
know.
apply?
I know, but then they can turn on you.
And some people suck. Let's go to Fiona.
Hello, Fiona.
Hey, how you going?
Hi. Now, what has happened at your son's school?
They had the audacity to tell me that I wasn't allowed to email out of hours. And I feel like it's a personal attack because I am guilty. And I did send an email to one of his class teachers at 3 a.m. this morning because I had to get that information out of my head or it would be lost forever.
Oh, my
However-
God. You sound like me.
I'm a nurse. I work crazy hours. I have crazy thoughts. I do crazy stuff. But in my defence, I have always, and I will continue, to send that email with a message saying, I don't expect you to respond right now. Not everyone's crazy like me. However, I need to get
Fiona, my God, I say the same things in my email. The problem that I have with your situation is that the school shouldn't tell you when
No.
you can send the email because you can send it any time. If you'd said, please get back to me
cellmate.
at 7 a.m., but that's the problem. But you can send emails whenever you want, and the school's got no right to tell you when you can send them. It's when you demand the answer.
Absolutely. Priceline Pharmacy voucher for you, Fiona.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.